All right, folks, welcome to the halftime show where UVA has been dominant. This is a very, very strong halftime we played. I
Ve-
We're showing how good we are. This
Go ahead. Sorry.
We can keep this up and continue to play like this. I really, really like this team. B Dragon in the house. Oh, love it, love it, love it.
Hey, what's up, Dragon? Yo, contributions from everywhere. Let's go right to it. Caden comes in. I told you I told you in the pregame he was going to play tonight.
You and Have.
When's the last time Hav's been saying it? But yes, I mean, when's the last time you saw a guy asked to come out? Like I think TB was like, you know what? You went in, you made three great plays. You affected the game. You're not coming out, dude.
No,
And he looked over. He's like me, and
it
then he
did.
put him back in. Didn't come out again,
No,
right?
it did take TB to turn to the coaching staff, right, and then finally get somebody to get to the scores table.
And then poor Caden, there was no whistle for like 3 or 4 minutes, and he didn't foul. So
Right,
hey, that's a big deal.
absolutely. He's making Big Daddy Burns work hard. And by the way, I don't think NC State is nearly effective with a team that's going to go up and down with Big Daddy Burns in the game. He just can't get up and down the court.
Yeah,
He's
so I don't.
skillful. He's got a nice touch around the basket. He can't get back on D, and he doesn't run the court on offense.
I want to get the Big Daddy on a podcast. I don't know what the Big Daddy's stats are this season. I've seen him a couple times and just didn't thought it was kind of like folklore type stuff or whatever. But I guess is he real? Like, does he average 15 a game? Is he average? I
Listen,
know he's had good games.
I watched him play Duke. They couldn't do anything with him.
There
He
you
was
go. That's
now
that's the
again.
eye
You
test.
know what though? When you've got that sixth man behind you pushing you, right, giving you an
Yeah.
extra bit of push and that energy, you can get up and
Oh
down a
yeah.
little bit. Now, who knows? Maybe Big Daddy's a little tired. They played Saturday. I don't know. Welcome, Dave. Thanks for joining us, Big Dave, the Wave
Yeah,
Anderson.
the story so far is
No
the
problem, guys.
guards their guards have not been. Casey came out pretty quickly, did some nice things. Shame on us for booing Casey. He's a great kid. Not
Oh,
shame on us.
I didn't see that.
That was
Not
probably
not
just the
shame.
students, though, right?
It was students. I read it. I couldn't hear it or anything. Not shame on us. That's fine.
That's hard to take, right? I mean, as Corey said before in the pregame show, the UVA offense wasn't for him. So what should he do? He should stay there, right? When
Yeah.
he knew he would probably excel at a school where the offense was much more. But by the way, we heard Corey talk about if you were listening and you had your volume up, the best guards in the ACC. You
Yeah.
can't
Us.
you can't say that you're the best guards of the best trio of guards in the ACC when you shoot like collectively 5 for 25. You just can't do it. I mean, now, who knows what's going to
Tonight,
happen?
anyway, right?
But that's
4 for
not
13.
that's not them missing wide open shots.
Yeah.
That's trying to score on tough defenders, right? And KC's fine. I think he's 2 for 4. You
Yep.
got Joyner who's 0 for 6, and you got your cousin who's like 4 for 14.
45th cousin removed twice. I really want to know NC State's interesting. Do they have a weight training program of Mike Curtis? They are the leanest, skinniest, slipperiest, fastest dudes maybe in the country, right? Every dude
Oh,
except for Big
Except for
Daddy.
Burns,
Big
yeah.
Daddy Burns averages everything out. So
They're just the longest, skinniest dudes, man. It's so funny.
it's a fun game. Like if it were a little bit,
Yeah.
if NC State were playing better, I would say this is such a fun up and down game of playing above the rim with super athletic guys,
All of it.
guys that are talented. But first of all, their turnovers have all. I think
Yeah.
the majority of their turnovers have led to fast breaks.
Yeah, only 5 turnovers. They
I know,
actually,
I was surprised at that. They only have 5. We have 3.
yeah.
But I think we've taken advantage of their turnovers and scored off of them. And I think, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them were because NC State's not getting back on D. Right?
Reese is
And
back.
that dunk Reese had.
Oh,
Reese is
my.
back.
Ooh,
I'm so glad he was able to hang on the rim, too, or else that would have been dangerous.
dangerous.
He was
Ooh.
going so fast.
When I saw him lose one hand, I was like, oh, I took a breath.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And then, where the fast breaks have been great, they're not getting back their turnovers. And their missed shots are also leading to a couple of fast breaks or at least advantages. We had 2 advantages where we had open guys. Kihei missed BVP on the on the right wing in a fast break.
We
We had a
just said
4.
that.
Okay, whatever. We slowed it down. I think we got another good shot. Defensively, they can't run on us. They haven't been able to run on us yet.
Well, it's hard to run off made shots too. We're shooting.
Water's in the cup for the record, Walker.
That's right. We're shooting 52%, so it makes it hard to run when you're taking the ball out of the basket too. So that's for sure helpful.
Absolutely. But even when we're not, right? And we've had a couple of bad turnovers, but they get up and run.
They do.
They really do.
They are trying to speed it up with that press. They're trying to get us sped up, but Virginia, we don't try to score on the press. All it does is slow it down anyway. So
Big Ski and Big Bill.
I'm just reading. Sorry, I'm reading. T-Ski. I used to be all about the curls. T-Ski. He's talking about how I was skinny in college. I get it. Hey, I wish.
I think Burns is taking about 10 pounds off of all the other players and putting them on himself. Is that what's happening?
That's so funny.
You know what? One of my favorite shots that we missed was that one dribble pull-up 3 by Isaac off the pump fake.
Absolutely.
That showed confidence. It was barely short. It looked good. But I'm loving that he's like, okay, I don't have to take perfect shots.
He's confident.
Well, he made the one. He missed a 3. He missed the first 3 badly.
Yeah.
And people want to see him shoot 10 shots, but I think, Marky, I think he's been taking the correct shots for himself.
I do too.
I want to see him add the drive. Corey said exactly what I've been saying. He's in his bag. He's not just being a stationary 3-point shooter anymore, and Corey knows what he's got, what Isaac has. And then BVP toward the end, he missed him. BVP had him wide open on the wing, and BVP made one little extra play, then passed to Isaac, and Isaac remembered himself from the play before and not that play, and had a tough time getting the shot off.
Yeah, McNeely made the pull-up 2 when he took a step in. The one he missed was that step back pull-up off the dribble 3.
Yeah.
But it was right on line, looked just short. So you could tell the confidence is there. I mean, good shooters, they rarely miss left to right. Like Isaac's first shot was bad, like you said, Doug. He missed it left.
Mm-hmm.
But his shot just looks so good.
It does. It looks smooth. It looks fluid. He's taking right ones. He's taking good ones. And guess what? TB's running plays for him like he used to run for Kyle.
And he's a little left to right. He brings it a little this way, left to right.
It's a little Kevin Durant-ish. Yep.
A little Kevin Durant. Wow. Great call.
Yep.
Exactly that. Yep.
I'd like the story of the first half, though. In addition to Gardner having 12 points, Caden. Dave, how many minutes has Caden played?
I have to pull up a different box. I'll get to you in a second. But aggressive.
Right?
He played half the half. He played 8 to 10 minutes. What's a minute? What's a half? 20 minutes?
20 minutes.
Yep. I'll pull it up here.
Probably a little bit less because he came off the bench, so that changed it maybe. Corey making, I don't
know. Ryan Parnell. Corey has sent us in a message. Corey making commentary about Casey making a good decision to play in a style that fits him. My initial thought is that what style was outside of is what style is what TV does. Love to hear your thoughts on that comment. I think TV helps build players. One next level makes kids all-around players. Yes and no. Right? If the ball's not going to be in your hands, you're not going to play. And by the way, thank you for saying that in, Ryan. The ball's not going to be in your hands, and you're not going to get minutes, and the offense doesn't run for you. The goal for these guys going to the ACC, the next level. They go into the league, go into the NBA.
Yeah, man. Look,
how you can't do that if you're not getting shots up. You can't do that if you can't showcase your style of play. And I don't think, although Casey's shooting well, I think I heard Corey say he's second in 3-point percentage in the ACC. Is that right?
Yeah, he's top 5 at least, right? Which is
right. So he's shooting well, but I don't.
He was leading the ACC in 3-point shooting for most of the season up until at least the last couple games. He's still at like 43, 44%. So.
And I don't know if he's a catch and shoot guy. I don't know if he's a catch and off.
He is mostly. It's mostly off the double teams off of Burns and the drives off of Smith and Joyner. He's getting a lot of kickouts.
No, okay. But I'd answer the question.
He's not catching those in the sides offense, right? That's not who he is, and he's not a point guard. So where does he fit UVA right now? If he was playing in this system,
he was in Armand's spot in this system, I think he'd be pretty good.
I think he'd be better. right?
Yeah.
He's certainly have a lot more chances. He's going to have a lot more opportunities. He probably, if he's shooting the way he's shooting now, right? But who knows? There's a lot of pressure to shoot the ball really well in this offense.
Yeah.
And now, and does he get double teamed? Does he get so many open looks if he's in this offense
Well,
versus
to your
now?
point, Mark, with State averaging 80 points a game, they're probably averaging, I think it's at least 7 or 8 more possessions a game than Virginia does, and that's this year when Virginia's at 63, where the last few years it's been at 60. So it just means if you miss a shot, you're not as bothered by it because you know there's gonna be more opportunities. Where in our offense, every shot missed is so magnified because we don't get offensive rebounds and we don't have high possessions. And so some people thrive off that. Kyle Guy, Ty Jerome, DeAndre Hunter, are fine. Justin Anderson, but it's not for everybody. It just isn't.
So while I appreciate that comment and seeing that question, I, yes, I'm a huge TB fan, I'm a huge Tony Bennett fan, but it doesn't mean that it's every person's going to thrive. It doesn't mean that if it's not working for me, I shouldn't go somewhere else if I'm going to be placed at the end of the bench, right, and not get that many minutes. I'm only going to play 10, 12 minutes a game. I love playing college basketball. I want to be a winner, but my goal is, in addition to winning and being on a good team, is to get minutes. And my ultimate goal is to try to go in the NBA or as far as I can playing professionally, right?
Well,
Level,
Doug, you can attest to it too, right? What's the number one currency for college players?
Playing
It's playing time, right?
time.
Yeah, have invented that phrase, or maybe you did, but Have says it all the time. And to be fair, Coach Bennett I think he's explicit. This is
Yeah.
not for everybody. You guys both said it before me, but I was thinking it the whole time. It's not for everybody. The one thing that bothers me the way the game is now, players are not themselves. The regular guys, not the Brian Stiths, not the Ralph Sampsons, whatever. You're not yourself until you're a junior in college. You're not a quote unquote grown man yet. You're a kid. But once you turn to a junior, and so Casey, he went away. I think he made a great decision. I think for himself, it's a good decision, man.
It's a very good decision, Dougie.
Yeah, for a very good basketball decision. He's probably happier, and he had a lot of early opportunities, and that's not easy, man. That's like your son Ty. He came into it a little slowly his first year, right? He wasn't just thrown in the fire. It's your team, go take over. He had some great mentors, so to speak, right?
Incredible mentors. We were texting each other yesterday, the group, the locker room access,
Yeah, I know how much you love Devin and London, yeah.
Group, sorry. And I was watching West Virginia and UVA from 2017, the 2017-2018 season, and I watched Ty grow up that game. He had 2 turnovers late in the game, bad ones, but I watched Devin Hall, who was so good, and I know Devin and Ty, right? And Ty had to grow up that game, right? But he was given opportunities. He was given a lot of opportunities. Tony Bennett said, "Here you go, his sophomore year, his second year." That's not the case for everybody. It's just not,
Nope.
right? And you do have to take your time. But if you're going to get playing time, if you're not going to get playing time, I go back to it. Why would you stay?
And then conversely, if you're thrown into it full time as a first year freshman, and you don't have success and you miss shots and Ty, we all know Ty, your son's mentality and the whole thing. Not surprised that he came back from it, but I think Casey got to a point where it's like it's better somewhere else, man.
And
Well,
and he saw the writing on the wall. The writing was on the wall. He played 2 years. He wasn't going to play much. This was not the right offense for him. I'm bouncing. I'm going to another place where I can show him.
Good for him. I think it's a great story. I think it's a great story for him.
When Casey signed, he didn't think that all 3 of the big 3 were gone. And so he was thinking one of Guy or Ty was probably going to be there still when he signed, right? At least Hunter was pretty well known going to be gone. But then all of a sudden, you get 70 minutes a game gone in the backcourt, and now you have to come fill that spot. Well, maybe he was thinking, he was told by coach, we'll work you in, gradually. So that was his mentality. All of a sudden you get thrown in, and then you poorest shooter in the ACC. What was he, like 19% from 3?
But he doesn't have that mentor. He has to take.
There you go. All those guys were gone.
Yeah,
so then it's
and Kyle decided late. Kyle decided in the 11th hour. Right. But Tony Bennett is not going to, as far as I know, the conversations I have with him and And okay, so
That guy has a shtick.
you're absolutely right. And pat him
Boo!
in Casey and beat his ass and pat him on the back afterwards. I love it. You're absolutely right, Davey. But I'll just say this: TB is not promising anyone playing time. He says you'll have an opportunity to compete,
That's right.
and we're going to roll the ball out, and we'll see.
Right. So that's what I was saying with Guy there. There's no way Casey thought he was going to play over Guy, right? So, like, all of a sudden you have to turn into, oh, now I'm the starter. So, and some people would have thrived on that, and it's just, and it, like we said, it could have been the system. Him shooting shots he wasn't used to. He was a lot more of a dribble drive, dribble pull up guy in high school. So,
all right, second half is on. We're extending our lead. We're up by 18. Love it.
Did WFS Who just shut our show down single-handedly? Mother.
Cut us out.
maybe we should stay on. They're doing well. Let's stay on until they.
No, I gotta go
40
watch.
to 20 already.
We got to get Lil Ski to send clips from the game live look-ins.
That's amazing.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you in post.
All right, we'll see you guys.